This is a story of a man that was stranded on an island. This man was praying to God for God to come and rescue him. And one day, a boat shows up and asks the man if he needs help. He says, "Nah, my God is faithful. He will come and rescue me." And the next day, another boat shows up and is like, "I'm still waiting for my God, but thank you anyway." Now, this man eventually dies as he waits for God to come and rescue him. And he goes and meets with God and asks God, "Oh God, I've been waiting for you. Why didn't you not come and rescue me?" And God turned around and says to him, "I sent you two boats, you dummy." Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Lula, and welcome back to Awaken the Ego. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you and love you. Guys, today I want to talk about reasons why when everything goes wrong in your life, you know, it could be a blessing in disguise. In fact, when your life falls apart, it could be God answering your prayers. Now, this video is for those who have been on the journey of self-discovery for some time, thinking that, man, I can do way more than what I'm doing now. You're doing a lot of soul searching. You're doing the work. You're searching for yourself. You're saying your prayers. You know, at some point, things or your life will begin to fall apart. Now, this can be confusing and painful. You might think, man, is this what I prayed for? You might think, is this what I work hard for? You know, a lot of people write to me and says to me, you know, Alula, man, since I've been on this journey for some time, now I lost everything. And my only answer, guys, is this. Don't put it back together. You know, when your life falls apart, look at it as one chapter is ending and another chapter is beginning. Now look at life in terms of energy and vibration. Now the life you've had up to now, all the experience you've experienced and things that you've acquired, you know, you've been energetically matched to this thing at some point. Now, as you increase your energy, guys, as your vibration is rising, you know, your whole life will begin to crumble in your face. And let me tell you something, this is the best thing that can ever happen to you. In fact, this is a blessing in disguise if you know what to look for. If you take it as a sign, as if God is giving you another chance for you to live your authentic self. Yeah. Now, how is it that when your life crumbles is the best thing that could ever happen to you? Guys, so that you can build a strong foundation. You know, now the foundation of a building will determine how big the building will get and how long it'll last. If you have a strong foundation on a house, that means the house or the building can be built much more higher and it can last for a long time. But then, if the foundation is weak, you know, that building cannot go up much higher, and also it cannot last a long time. Guys, our lives are exactly the same. Now, you might have built your life based on not knowing who you are. You might have gotten a job based on you living in the survival. You might have been married based on not being in love, but because you didn't want to be alone. You know, at some point, guys, as you become your authentic self, these things are no more compatible with you. So they begin to crumble. They begin to fall. Now, when these things fall, guys, take it as a sign, as if a new chapter is beginning. As if, guys, God has given you a new beginning in order for you to construct a new life, but this time based on your higher self. A loss of something will force you to look for self. Knowledge of self is the greatest thing on the planet. Knowledge of self is the most beautiful thing. Knowledge of self is the most valuable treasure you can ever find. If you have a knowledge of self, you can do anything you set your mind to. But if you don't have a knowledge of self, the society can impose any identity onto you and you'd believe it. Now, in this society that we live in, we are programmed to look for self outside ourselves. It's like we're looking for self in money. We're looking for self in success. We're looking for self in marriage or relationship, not looking where it really is, which is within ourselves. Now, when we face hardship, when our life falls apart, when things go wrong, we're forced to look within ourselves. You begin to ask yourself questions like, why am I here? You begin to ask yourself questions like, what is my purpose? Like, what am I doing with my life? If you have a courage to sit in that silence so that you can discover yourself, guys, then you will have a courage to rise from ashes like a phoenix. Now the next one is that when your life crumbles, guys, this will force you to live uncomfortably. This will force you guys for you to be comfortable in a situation that is not comfortable. And let me tell you now, your higher self, you can only be your higher self when you learn to live in a situation that is not comfortable. Basically, to be comfortable in something that is not comfortable. And the more you live in this uncomfortable, guys, the more uncomfortable will feel like comfortable to you. Now, for example, if we take an eagle, now when an eagle has an eaglet, she looks after this baby, she takes care of it, she feeds it, but then when the baby reaches a certain age, she pushes this baby off the cliff. Now, for somebody looking at this might seem such a cruel thing to do. But that mother knows if this little eagle doesn't have a courage to find her wings, then she cannot be the eagle she's supposed to be. So that she makes the little eagle uncomfortable so that eagle can find her wings. Is in this jump when that eagle finally finds her wings. Let me ask you something though. when you lose everything in your life, do you have a courage to find the wings that is within you? Have a good day, guys.